Hey guys, welcome to the Eat, Sleep, Rave, Repeat guide to the Heroic Hellfire Assault in Hellfire Citadel. This is Gorgeous, and I will be talking you through this encounter. Now, I didn't do a video for the normal version because I felt like it was so simple that it would be kind of a boring video. My video basically would have been like, kill ads and run the ammo. But with Heroic, there's a little bit more I can talk about, so I'm very excited to start this video. So I'm going to talk about what we did to do this fight. Obviously, there are different compositions, different playing styles. I'm just going to tell you how we were able to do it. We split up our raid into two teams. We had an execute team, and then we had a range team. In our group, you can see that our shamans are, we have a lot of shamans. Our group 2 is our range team, and those are the teams that are going to handle the demos when they come out. And then our group 3 with the hunters and the feral kitty is going to be the execute team. We made sure our hunters were spec'd so that they had kill shot, because when there are certain ads that do a lot of damage and need to be killed very quickly. So there's a bunch of ads you gotta kill. The first ad I'm going to talk about is the Gorebound Felcaster. This is just a normal caster that when they reach 40% health, they do metamorphosis into an Illidan looking like demon. This is now going to do, once it transforms, raid-wide damage. So this is what we had our execute team focus on, and just when it changed, we blew it out of the water and killed it real fast. Now there's a lot going on, so I want you to pay attention to Moon. You can see that Moon reaches 40%, it starts to changes into an Illidan, and it starts spitting out this fire that's going to hit everybody. So we just had our team completely focus, one at a time, the Felcasters when they would change over. Hulking Berserker is the ad that the tanks will have to tank. It puts a debuff on them called Slam, which increases physical damage taken, and it does stack. So we did prioritize killing the Hulking Berserker in this fight. In this clip, the Hulking Berserker is X. As you can see, the tank has it, pulls it back. It's up to the raid leader to call when to kill it, and I'm going to go over that strategy a little bit later. Alright, this little guy is called the Contracted Engineer. He's going to throw some bombs down that you need to avoid. He's going to throw a shock pulse at people that will stun them, and it needs to be dispelled. But the most annoying thing he does is he tries to repair the siege weapons, which that needs to be interrupted. It can actually get so bad that it will prevent you from killing the siege weapons completely, because that heal is so hardcore. This is hard because sometimes there's a lot of engineers coming out, so you just need to make sure that you are interrupting them. So the last ad is called the Dragoon. He literally does nothing, so scumbags rejoice, you can now pad your meters. So now it's time to get down to the brass tacks of the fight. You want to lust at the very beginning, and you want to focus all your DPS on Martok. When Martok reaches 50%, she's going to run off, and she's going to jump inside the Iron Reaver for the next boss fight. The reason you want to lust and get her out of here as soon as possible is because she's buffing all these ads around her. So you want to make sure that you are absolutely focusing her. There is a Felcaster in there that gets kind of cleaved down. It wasn't a focus at all. It just died when it changed into a little demon guy. Besides just buffing the ads, Martok also will do this ability called Howling Axe, where she chooses 2 or 3 people in the raid. She's going to throw her axe at them. If you're chosen, you need to run away from everybody so that you don't hit everybody. The other ability she's going to do is called Shockwave. We've seen this ability a million times. She throws down this big spike that comes out. You need to make sure that you don't get hit by it. Once Martok runs off the screen, it's really up to the raid leader to direct the raid's DPS in an efficient way. And I'm going to talk about how I did that, because it was a little bit of a learning process. If your raid doesn't already know what to prioritize, they should have a general understanding of what ads to kill first. But basically, you do want to be marking everything. You want to make sure that, what I did is I made sure that I used the same marks. Like, the Hulking Berserker is always Skull, because I want my raiders to start to have that brain mapping where they see Skull and they know that's a Hulking Berserker. They don't have to read the name of it. So I made a little chart to help me explain my way of directing the raid's DPS. So if there is a Felcaster that has transformed into an Illidan, you want to make sure that you absolutely have everybody change to it and kill it quickly. The other thing I was focusing on is I always kind of left one Berserker up. If there's 2, you definitely want to kill one of them. Fellcasters, I was trying to clear these out as much as I could, and I wanted to make sure they were single target down. No cleaving, no AoE, because I don't want two Illidan's at the same time. And then towards the end of the fight, I did have my two hunters kill the engineers. They were like on engineer duty, and they always made sure that the engineers were cleared out. Now you may be thinking, Gorgeous, this is exactly the same as normal. What's so different about Heroic? Well, I'm going to cut to the end of our kill so that you can really see what's going on. We really had to change some of the things up from normal. Taking a look at this clip, the second artillery siege is about to come out. I want to make sure that I have no engineers up, that I'm not going to have any of my Fellcasters transform soon. So that artillery is going to come out, and it's going to come out on what is our orange side. And I'm going to make sure that all of my engineers are dead so they can't repair it. I am now having my execute team, besides the melee, run over there and help kill it as fast as possible. This is really a clutch move. You want to make sure there are no engineers repairing. You want to kill this artillery as fast as possible. And you want to make sure that there's no Illidan's that are spitting out raid-wide damage at this part. So this is the part where we were stuck on for a little while, is this second artillery. So now the raid's attitude is completely different. Instead of like focusing down, oh, I gotta kill the berserker, oh, I gotta kill this Fellcaster, now it's like we have to kill as many engineers as possible, and if a demo comes out, we need to kill that demo as soon as possible. It's kind of like a softened rage, because if you keep trying to manage these ads with the berserker and the Fellcasters and the Illidan's, if you keep trying to manage those, you're going to get overrun, and it's going to be too much, and everyone's going to die. Eventually, you can see that there comes out another demo, and so now I'm like, kill all the engineers as much as you can, range team go, everybody kill this as fast as possible. I'm even up there, and I'm interrupting any engineers so that they can get this siege down. The whole point is you want to kill the siege so you can get the ammo and run it to the cannons. Well, you're so close to blowing up that door that it's like, just kill them real fast and get that ammo out of there. So I believe there's a belcher that comes out right after this, and so you'll have two sieges up. Absolutely focus all the engineers and kill them as fast as possible. As you can see, it gets pretty crazy towards the end. Like I said, it's a softened rage, but as long as at that very end you're focusing engineers and demos, you will get your kill. Thank you so much for watching this guide. This is Gorgeous, and I hope you have fun with the fight.